Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hoofddorp here in the south of Amsterdam, and we are here for day 5 of the 2016-2018 Super 6 tournament, the inaugural Super 6 tournament. And there's going to be some extra baseball on tap due to inclement weather yesterday. And right now there are 2 games going on at the same time. Here, the game we will be broadcasting for you will be Germany versus Czech Republic. Germany will be the home team. This is the final game for both teams in this tournament. And over on the other field, right at about the same time, starting in 10 minutes or so, will be Spain versus Italy. And that's going to be a very important game for the final standing. Right now, the standings are as such. Netherlands and Spain both tied at 3 wins and no losses. Italy 3-1. Belgium is 1-3. Czech Republic is also 1-3, and Germany 0-4. And so this game will just help to settle up what the bottom third of the standings will be here in Hoofddorp. My name is Tim Collins, and right now the introductions are taking place on the first base side of the baseball diamond. It's a much better weather today than we had yesterday. Yesterday was just absolutely unbearable wind from the morning until the middle of the night, and at night it got too rainy and a monsoon seemed to blow over, and that stopped play in the Netherlands-Spain game in the first inning. And so that game is going to be resumed today at 3 p.m. And then also tonight, Netherlands will play Belgium. And it still remains to be seen what exactly is going to be done about the final tomorrow, because the weather forecast for tomorrow is even worse than it was yesterday. And so we will give you updates about all that as we go. Right now you're seeing the introductions of Team Czech Republic. I'd like to thank you for tuning in here on baseballsoftball.tv. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC. And it's the first tournament in this format, and it will take place in years when the European Championships do not happen. And we should also mention that normally 2018 would have been a year for the European Championships, but with the addition of baseball back into the Olympics in 2020, they decided to push the European Championships back to 2019 to allow it to serve as a qualifier of some sort for the Olympics. And that tournament will take place in Bonn and Solingen in Germany. And so then the WBSC decided to organize the Super 6 tournament to give all the national teams of the top 6 European baseball playing nations a chance to display this wonderful sport here for hopefully new audiences across the globe. And Martin Helmick, now the head coach of Germany, has gone out to shake hands with the head coach of Team Czech Republic, Mike Griffin, and now the rest of Team Germany is being introduced. These two teams have played a lot of exhibition games going back over the past few years, and it's generally been a lopsided affair. They've played tight ball games, but Czech Republic has had the upper hand more often than not. They met 3 times in the last 2 years in Germany for exhibition games, and Czech Republic won all of those games. The last time it counted, though, between these two teams was in 2016, and that was in the European Championships, and Germany pulled out a nail-biter, winning by a score of 3-1 over the Czech Republic. And for the Czech Republic, they are going to send the same starting pitcher to the mound today, Radim Krost, that went in that game, and he's going to hope for a similar result. In that game, he actually pitched 8 1/3 innings, and he finally gave up a run in the 9th inning, ended up being charged with a no decision in that game. But he pitched very strongly against this national team, which is going to feature almost an entirely identical roster, a few changes here and there. But Team Germany looking for their first win here in Hoofddorp. In 2016, they played a tough ball game yesterday, lost 7-6 to Belgium. And so they're looking to go out on a positive note before traveling back to Germany. Meanwhile, the way Czech Republic has played, they have played very well. They just haven't been able to quite get over the hump against the top 3. They lost to Netherlands 7-6 on Tuesday, the opening day of the tournament. And then they lost 12-7 against Spain, which is actually one of the closest games that Spain has played in yet. And then they beat Belgium by a score of 15-10 on Thursday. Yesterday, they were outslugged by the Italians 25-10 in a ball game that would make Wrigley Field seem like a Little League field on a windy day. The wind was blowing out at about 50 miles an hour, seemingly, and there were 11 home runs hit in the game. And we'll tell you more about that after the national anthem.
Hey, we go, boys.
Well, it's almost time to play ball here in Hoofddorp, and two teams shaking hands after the presentation of the colors and the respective national anthems of Czech Republic and Germany. And now the lineup cards are being exchanged. And while that's happening, I'll tell you about the home plate umpire. His name is Ken Macri. He is from Belgium. Cuauhtemoc Suarez is the first base umpire from Spain. And Miramar Jankovic from Slovakia is going to be on the left side of the field. And there you see Martin Helmick, the head coach for Team Germany, having a conversation with Ken Macri and showing the lineup cards. The weather is much more pleasant today. It's only a light breeze of which to speak. Yesterday, the trees beyond the left field fence were bent almost 90 degrees to the right pretty much the whole day. Today, they're just sort of gently flowing in the breeze. The wind is still blowing out to right field, and it's a strong breeze from left to right. That's been the story basically all week. Everything hit in the air has been an adventure, to put it lightly. And you can't really fault the players because it is extreme wind here in the Netherlands, especially this time of the year, as summer is changing over to fall. And the wind picks up coming in off the ocean, and with all the flat terrain around here, it just flies from one side of the ballpark to the next, and it's wreaked havoc on fly balls. But everybody's got to play with the same elements. There you see the defensive alignment for Team Germany. The infield, Eric Brink at third, Nadir Latifi, the shortstop, Alexander Schmidt, second baseman, and Max Bolt is playing first. The outfield from left to right is Luis Diaz in left field. That's a last-minute change. Center fielder is Kevin Kotowski. And in right field, Mike Emke. The catcher behind the plate, Vinny Arns, and he's working with the 22-year-old right-hander from Wuppertal, Sven Schuler. And Germany will take the field. The lineup that Schuler is going to face looks like this. Schuler is going to deal with Martin Schneider, the shortstop. He's leading off. Matej Hema in center field bats second. Jakub Malik, the right fielder, bats third. Peter Czech, the catcher, will bat fourth. Martin Moujik, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Tomasz Juniec, the first baseman, bats sixth. Jakub Wojak is the designated hitter, batting seventh. Martin Czerwinka, the third baseman, bats eighth. Jakub Heitmar, the second baseman, will bat ninth. And I mentioned before, Radim Krost will be on the mound for Team Czech Republic. That is the 22-year-old right-hander from the Los Angeles Dodgers organization, Sven Schuler. He pitched across a couple of levels today, including AAA for a few innings, but mostly he was at high A ball. And he, overall in the season, had a combined ERA of 5.66 in 36 games. In 55 and two-thirds innings, he allowed 52 hits. He walked 19, struck out 43. Got his start playing in Germany with Buchbinder Legionnaire and was the 9th Academy member from Regensburg to sign a pro contract. Born on January the 17th, 1996, and he signed with the Dodgers in July of 2013, and he's been in the minor leagues ever since, trying to work his way up the ranks. Very talented right-hand pitcher. He can throw the ball in the low to mid 90s. Good breaking ball. And so we'll see what he can do against this Czech lineup. The Czech Republic, they have not had a problem with their offense. They've scored 38 runs in their first 4 games. Problem is they've been outscored 54 to 38, but Germany, their run differential, 9 runs that they've scored and 40 they've allowed. So it has not been an offensive week for Team Germany. And so we'll see what Sven Schuler can do against this potent offensive club. Team Czech Republic. Martin Schneider shaking hands with home plate umpire Ken Makri. And he will step up to the plate to get things started. Schneider in the tournament in 4 games, he has had 5 hits and 17 at-bats. With a double among those, he's driven in a run and scored 6 himself. And so here we go, first pitch. That's a fastball right in there, letter high over the inside corner, and we are underway at 11:05 a.m. 1 strike from Schuler to Martin Schneider, who steps out of the box momentarily. Schneider, a right-hand hitter, he stands all the way at the back of the box with his right foot on the back line. And Schuler working from the stretch. And here's the next one. Fastball is inside. 1-1. Martin Schneider, 32 years of age, plays for Drazi Bruno. And the 1-1. Fouled away. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schuler trying to establish command of the strike zone early. He's thrown a couple of good pitches on the edges of the strike zone so far, and he's ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schneider ready and waiting. The pitch, a little slider, came in maybe a little bit low, and the count 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Schuler has played rookie ball since 2014. It's always all of his career with the Dodgers in their minor league system. And the pitch is now inside. The count now full, 3-2. They appealed, and Schneider did not go around, says Guatemoc Suarez, the first base umpire. The sun is shining here in Hoofddorp. It's even warm, something that yesterday was an unthinkable thought. And now it's nice. Full count to Martin Schneider leading off the ball game. Here it comes. And he hits a big chopper left side. Brank handles it on a big bounce and throws on the run to get Schneider at first. Good play by Eric Brank. 1 down. 5-3 goes the put out. And I believe there was a mistake in the defensive alignment graphic. The left fielder is not Luis Diaz. It is, in fact, Lucas Steinlein, as you see the replay of this play by Eric Brank. So Brank, Latifi, the shortstop. Schmidt is the second baseman. Bolt is playing first. Arns behind the plate catching. Steinlein in left. Katowski in center. And Emke is in right. And now the pitch is swung on and missed by Matej Hema. Strike 1. Also on the other field going on right now, Spain versus Italy, and that's going to be a great game. Unfortunately, No broadcast available for that one. No balls and 1 strike to Matej Hema. And the pitch to him. That one is inside, 1-1. Hema in the series, 3 out of 15. He does, however, have 2 home runs and a double, so he's slugging 1,000. So he's made his hits count. Right-hand hitter with power and a good breaking ball, but a little bit low, so they count 2 balls and a strike. Germany and Czech Republic have always been sort of fighting each other for the next spot on the rung. There's a one hopper to the second baseman, Schmidt, who shuffles to his left to field it and throw to first in time. A couple of ground balls to infielders, and there are 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. That will bring up Jakub Malik. Malik in yesterday's ball game against Italy hit a grand slam home run. He had a very good day. And overall in the tournament, hitting .462. He's got 6 hits in 13 at-bats, including 2 dingers. He's also slugging 1,000. And Schuler working from the stretch. Here's the first pitch to Malik. It is low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Sven Schuler trying to have a 1-2-3 first inning. Give Germany a chance to put a run up on the board in the bottom half. No score. There are 2 outs. Nobody on base. Top of the first pitch. Chopped foul behind the plate, and the count 1-1. Folks, if you'd like to communicate with me, you can use the hashtag on Facebook, hashtag #WeLoveTheBox. And I'll try to respond to folks in that Facebook group. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first, Jakub Malik at the plate. And he hits a slow ground ball to short. Latifi gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time. 3 ground ball outs for Sven Schuler. And a perfect top of the first inning is in the books. We will go to the bottom of the first inning here in Hoofddorp. No score in the game between Germany and Czech Republic. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by Baseball-Softball.tv and the WBSC. We'll be right back. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, there you see the defensive alignment for Team Czech Republic. The infield from left to right, Martin Červinka at third base, Martin Schneider, the shortstop. Jakub Heitmar is playing second base today. Tomáš Junec, the first baseman. In left field, Martin Moujik is out there, and Matej Hema in center. And Jakub Malik is in right. The battery, Petr Čech, is behind the plate catching, and the right-hander on the mound is Radim Krost. Krost, who pitches for Drazi Bruno. He's a veteran. He is going to turn 30 in about a month, so he's currently 29 years of age. And he went 10-0 this year for the Drazi Bruno with a 1.34 ERA. He had 95 strikeouts in 87 innings, 26 walks, only allowed 53 hits. He's pitched well against Team Germany. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that he was the starting pitcher in that game 2 years ago in the 2016 European Championships. In that game, he went 8 1/3, allowed 4 hits, 1 run. He struck out 5. He did hit 2 batters. And then only once he was relieved in the 9th inning did things fall apart for Team Czech Republic. So Radim Krost, there you see him taking his warm-up pitches. And the lineup he's going to face consists of the leadoff hitter Eric Brank. He's the third baseman leading off. Nadir Latifi, the shortstop, bats second. Zeman Göring is the designated hitter. He will bat third. Max Bolt is playing first base and batting cleanup. Mike Emke in right field is batting fifth. Vincent Arns, the catcher, he's going to bat sixth. And Lucas Steinlein in left field will bat seventh. Alexander Schmidt, the second baseman, bats eighth. And the center fielder rounding out the lineup batting ninth, Kevin Kotowski. So another handshake between Eric Brink and home plate umpire Ken Macri and the catcher Petr Cech, and here we go. Bottom of the first inning, Radim Krost. No score in the ball game between Germany and Czech Republic. And here it comes. First pitch is a strike at the very top of the zone. Krost has pitched in this tournament. He pitched 5 innings and gave up 5 runs and 8 hits. Here's the 0-1. That's on the corner at the knees, 0-2. I mentioned at the top, Germany has only scored 9 runs in their 4 games. They scored 6 yesterday. As the pitch a little bit high, Brink checked his swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You can see Brink was looking for something out over the plate. The pitch kind of came in on him, and he went down to a knee. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's nobody out, nobody on. And the pitch, curveball, swung on and missed, and that was a good pitch. It was sweeping away from Brink, and he waves at it. That is out number 1, and that'll bring up Nadir Latifi. Latifi in the tournament is 3 for 10. Brink had been 4 for 13, so now he's 4 for 14 after that strikeout. Latifi with 1 double among his 3 hits. And the pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Latifi has been playing in the Cincinnati Reds minor league organization, and he's in rookie ball. There's a fly ball hit to right center field. Moving over is Hema. He's got it and one-hands it. So very quickly 2 outs. Well, after all the offense that we saw yesterday between Czech Republic and Italy, and then also in the first game, Germany versus Belgium, there were a lot of runs scored. And the wind wreaking havoc on anything. This ball game, even though we're only 5 outs into it, seems relatively normal. Might actually see a normal baseball game today. Not that there's anything wrong with crazy baseball. Here's Simon Göring, the designated hitter. And the pitch from Krost is hit in the air to center field. Hema drifting back. He's shy of the warning track, and he's under it to haul it in. The wind was blowing that a little bit, but not far enough to get it over the fence, and Göring flies out. So both pitchers trade perfect innings here in the first, and we will go to the second inning. No score between Germany and Czech Republic. It'll be 3, 4, 5, and 6 due up in the lineup for the Czech team. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC live on baseballsoftball.tv. We are back. It's going to be the top of the second inning. Sven Schuler back out there. He induced 3 weak ground balls in the first inning, and he's going to try to continue that trend and keep this ball game scoreless. He will face Petr Cech, Martin Moujik, and Tomáš Junec. 4, 5, and 6 in the order for Team Czech Republic. And there you see Peter coming to the plate. He's 30 years old, originally from Ostrava. And he was the first position player raised in the Czech Republic to ever play in the minor leagues in the USA. And that was in the Cincinnati Reds organization back in 2006. And he also spent some time in Germany playing for the Buchbinder Legionnaire. So he and Schuler know each other. And the pitch swung on and fouled away, fastball. 0-1. There were 2 other Czech players that had pitched in the minor leagues before Czech as a position player signed, and that was Pavel Budsky and Jakub Tufar. And he's been playing in the top league in Czech Republic since he was 17 with Aros Ostrava. And the next one, a little slider, and it was outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now he plays for Drazi Bruno, does Peter Czech. Left-handed hitting catcher with power. Chokes up slightly on the bat. Here's the 1-1. That was a good fastball, but it came in a little high. Schuler has a good fastball. My colleague G. Kellner was down there looking at the radar gun, and he's coming in around 94 with that fastball. 2-1. The pitch hit on the ground up the middle to Latifi, who snags it to his left and throws to first in time to get Czech. 6-3 on the putout. That's 4 consecutive ground outs off the bats of Team Czech Republic. And now Martin Moujik will step up to the plate. There you see Max Bolt. He's the first baseman. And another look at this. It's a fastball. It's kind of tailing away. And Latifi snagging it to his left. As the first pitch to Moujik is a slider on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No score. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. This is going to be a long, fun day of baseball here in Hoofddorp. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Schuler, 0-2. Now, when a pitcher like Schuler comes in there with 94 and movement, it keeps you thinking about that slider in the back of your mind, and that was what he did there to Moujik. 0-2, pitch on the way. And he got him again with a slider. That one was in the middle of the zone, but Moujik had that fastball in the back of his mind and swung right through it. That's the first strikeout of the game, and there are 2 outs. 5 up and 5 down for Sven Schuler. Tomáš Junec now will step up to the plate. Junec is 24 years of age. He will turn 25 in almost a month. And the pitch to him is fouled away. Strike 1 late on the fastball. Junec has power. In fact, he has a home run in this tournament. He has 1 hit in only 3 at-bats. He's only gotten into 2 of the 4 games that Czech Republic has played so far. And he's in there today playing first base. Sven Schuler works from the stretch, even though there's nobody on. 0-1 on Junec. Fastball, and he blew it right by him, 0-2. Well, Sven Schuler is one of 2 German national teamers that are currently playing in the minor leagues. The other Nadir Latifi, the shortstop, and you can see why. He's got that good live fastball. 0-2. Here it comes. That one is outside, skips off the glove of Vinny Arns, trying to get Junec to chase something. Two down, nobody on. We are in the top of the second inning. No score between Germany and Czech Republic. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here it comes. And he tried a backdoor breaking ball, and that one was way outside and sailed off the glove of Arns back to the backstop again. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Schuler so far with 4 groundouts and a strikeout. And now he's set for the 2-2 pitch to Junec. Here it comes. And he missed low, 3-2. Looked like he tried 3 consecutive breaking pitches, and he hasn't quite had his release point on any of them. The one that he threw to Moujik to strike him out was in the zone. It was right in the middle. Maybe he's trying to adjust off that and paint the corner a little bit. Now the count is full, 3-2. Bouncing ball to short. Latifi on 2 bounces has lots of time and throws out Junec to end the inning. 6 up and 6 down for Sven Schuler as we are through 1.5 innings of play. It is time for the bottom of the second inning. No score between Germany and Czech Republic. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC live on baseballsoftball.tv.
Yes, Mikey. Ich sehe Base-Hits in deinen Augen. Komm jetzt mal ein paar Base-Hits. Maurice, bleib hier bitte. Nein, nicht hier.
Welcome back to Hoofddorp. It's the bottom of the second inning. No score between Germany and Czech Republic. My name is Tim Collins. Glad to have you with us. And Max Bolt, the cleanup hitter, will step up to the plate against Radim Krost. Bolt, Mike Emke, and then Vincent Arns against the right-hander Radim Krost, who had a perfect first inning, including a strikeout and 2 flyouts. And so Max Bolt steps up. Bolt is 2 for 9 in the series. And he takes the ball down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Max Bolt turned 30 this year. And he takes a pitch inside 2-0. He has been consistently one of the best players in the German Bundesliga. Plays for the Mainz Athletics. Helped lead them to a championship back in 2016. And the pitch, breaking ball on 2-0, and he missed outside 3-0. And Krost showing great respect to Max Bolt. 3 balls, no strikes to him, and here it comes. And the fastball catches the outer corner at the knees, 3-1. Outfield of Moujik, Hema, and Malik are playing Bolt to pull, but Max's hit yesterday against Belgium went towards the right field corner. Here's the 3-1. Breaking ball is high, ball 4. That's the first base runner of the game for either team. A leadoff walk here in the second inning for Max Bolt, and that will bring up Mike Emke. Emke, 3 hits and 12 at-bats. He has the lone home run for Team Germany in this tournament. Emke, who took some time away from the Buchbinder Ligonier to play in the minor leagues for the Arizona Diamondbacks a couple of years ago, has returned to Regensburg for this season. Also played some independent ball in Missoula, Montana with the Osprey back in 2014. And he swings and misses at an off-speed pitch, strike 1. And we've seen pitchers attack him in exactly that fashion. Just throw him off-speed pitches down and away. He hit the home run yesterday against Team Belgium on a fastball. And after that, they did not even come close to the inner part of the plate. And that's exactly what Krost did on that first pitch. Max Bolt on first, not a threat to steal. And Krost steps off. Bolt has a very, very short lead. Emke, a guy who does tend to strike out sometimes, so I don't think you're going to see a hit and run here. 1 strike, and he shows bunt, and he lays down a bunt, and he gets it past the mound. Krost slipped, and that's a base hit. Well, we saw some players trying to do that yesterday for Team Belgium and Germany, and that's exactly how you want to do it. You want to get it between the pitcher and the first baseman. You see how Krost falling through to the other side on his delivery, and then his feet went out from under him. And so now Germany has runners on first and second with nobody out. Vincent Arns coming up to the plate. We have seen Germany basically bunt in every situation with runners on going back 2 years, so I guess I'll kind of expect it. The third baseman, Chervinka, is in on the edge of the grass. He's expecting it. Arns is a left-handed hitting catcher, and Krost lifts the leg, and that was by design. He wanted to see if Arns was going to show bunt, and Arns did not show bunt. I was almost going to predict that. First and second, nobody out. Arns, by the way, is 3 for 9 in this tournament. And he squares, and he lays it down. It goes back to Krost, who goes to third, and safe. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded, nobody out. And we're going to see if that's going to probably just be a fielder's choice. But no base hit. We'll see what the official scoring is. And so Germany has the bases loaded on a walk and 2 bunts. And now Luke Steinlein will step up to the plate. Steinlein is 0 for 5 in the series. And so now, you're going to expect a squeeze with the bases loaded? Force everywhere, but with Team Germany, it wouldn't surprise me. They've done so much bunting. They've been struggling to score runs. And the pitch, he squares. And he lays down a good one to the exact same spot. It'll get a run home. And Krost collides with Heitmar, and the ball rolls between them. Everybody's safe. It's 1-0, and now the concern lies with Radim Krost and Jakob Heitmar. They collided head-on, chasing after this little dribbler bunt. Krost is still sitting on the ground, looking a little bit stunned. Let's watch the replay. It was a big breaking ball, and Krost for the second time slipping, and that's a direct hit right there between Heitmar and Krost. Krost still sitting on the ground, a little bit shaken up, and well, that's a tough break if he needs to come out of the game. He's sitting there right now being spoken to with his coach, and Germany meanwhile leads 1-0 in typical German fashion, a bunch of bunts. And they've given Steinlein a base hit on the bunt and a run batted in. Everybody else moves up, so Krost still sitting down. It looks like they banged chests, and it wasn't maybe a direct hit head-to-head, I don't think, although they did make contact. And now Krost has gone up to one knee. Well, that is something that is always scary when you see a collision like that. Normally it occurs between outfielders, which can be even more dangerous because they might be running at a much higher rate of speed. And this was Krost colliding with Jakob Heitmar. Krost is now standing up, but he is not standing up upright. And he's going to put his hat back on, and he gets a nice round of applause from the fans that are here. I imagine he's going to take a couple of practice tosses from the mound. Well, Germany leads 1-0. Alex Schmidt will be the hitter. Schmidt is digging in. Krost looks like he was just a bit stunned. Does not appear to be any visible injury. Now, boy, Germany doing what they do, a walk and then 3 consecutive bunts. And, I mean, quite honestly, I expect another one here. Bunting with the bases loaded. That's the German way sometimes. So we'll see. Radim Krost going to get back on the horse. And he's got the bases loaded, nobody out. The corner infielders are in. Base runners are Emke at third, Arns at second, and Steinlein at first. Here's the pitch. And he swings away, does Schmidt, and he fouls it off, strike one. Schmidt in the tournament is 0 for 4. He's gotten into 3 games, but he only started 1. Looking down at the sign, he's a youngster, born April 2nd, 1999, so he's 19 years of age. Plays with the Buchbinder Legionnaire Regensburg, the 0-1. And he squares the bunt, and it was missed. And now they've got Emke caught from third. He's in a rundown between third and home, and he is tagged out by Krost. The other runners move up. Oh, he got around the tag. My goodness. The ball came out. So the run scores as the ball was dropped by Radim Krost. And again, I told you, bunt, 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 bunt. We're going to see more of that. That's what Germany does. They bunt all the time. And they lead 2-0 as the run scored. And that's going to have to be an E1, I suppose. So Emke scores on the error. Arns goes to third. Steinlein goes to second. Schmidt has a 1-strike count. The pitch was way outside. The count is actually 0-2, says the home plate umpire. The pitch was way outside, and he bunted at it because they put the suicide squeeze on, and Emke was dead to rights, but he scores anyway because the ball was dropped. And now a breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, there's 2 strikes, but you still might get the bunt. They bunted with the bases loaded twice, and nobody out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And that ball is lined to left field, and it's going to hang up long enough for Moujik to make the catch. Here's the throw to the plate. It's way off line, and Arns scores on a sac fly. It is 3-0 Germany. That ball was well stroked by Alex Schmidt. Sacrifice fly drives home Vinny Arns. And take another look at that one. It was hit very hard. Good throw by Moujik in terms of velocity, but it was way up the first base side. It would have been in plenty of time to get Vinny Arns coming home, but it was so far offline that Germany scores the run. There's 1 out in the inning. And now Kevin Kutowski, the hitter. Scoreboard still has 2 outs because they forgot that the run was not out at home plate. Well, a lot of funny little things happening in this inning. Kevin Kutowski, the 9th man in the order, and the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Kutowski in the tournament is 1 for 4. Another member of the Mainz Athletics. But Radim Krost having a tough inning, and not really through his own fault. The only thing he did wrong was walk a batter. Then after that, he was almost barreled over by his second baseman. The pitch is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So Germany, a walk, and then bunt, 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 and then a sacrifice fly. 2 of the bunts were ruled base hits. So Germany has 3 runs on 2 hits. The other was a fielder's choice, the one to Emke. The pitch, ground ball to the right side. Heitmar fields it from the outfield grass and throws to first. There are 2 down. Steinlein goes to third on the play. And now Eric Brink, the leadoff batter, will get his second turn with a runner on third base. Germany leading 3-0. That's got to feel good for Germany. The inning is not over yet, folks. I know the graphic is up on the screen, but the inning is not over. Eric Brink is batting. And the runner on third base is Luke Steinlein. The folks in the control room don't realize the inning is still going on because the scoreboard is wrong. Pitch was outside for ball 1. So that'll get corrected momentarily, I'm sure. 1 ball, no strikes. And there we go, problem solved. And the pitch to Brink. That's outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Germany with 3 runs on 2 hits. There's been a walk and an error in the inning. And the pitch to Brink. That curveball is in. He tried it a 3rd time and finally hit the corner of the zone. 2-1 the count now. And Brink with a big cut fouls it away to the screen, and now Krost a strike away from ending this. The infield, of course, can play back with 2 outs. Steinlein does have good speed, and were it not for the 2-ball, 2-strike count, I wouldn't even rule out another bunt here. There you see Steinlein leading off third. The 2-2. That's outside, 3-2. On deck, Nadir Latifi. And the payoff pitch coming from Krost. That ball is lined to left field, and it is going to be caught by Moujik in left. Hit pretty hard by Eric Brink, but it's the 3rd out of the inning. However, it's a good inning for Team Germany. A rough one for Radim Krost, as Germany gets 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We go to the 3rd inning here in Hoofddorp. It is 3-0 Germany over the Czech Republic. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv.
Go.
Welcome back to the top of the 3rd inning. Sven Schuler now has a 3-run lead to work with, and he will deal with 7, 8, 9 in the order for Team Czech Republic. Jakub Vojak, the designated hitter, and then Martin Červinka and Jakub Heitmar. Schuler has retired the first 6 batters he's faced with 5 groundouts and 1 strikeout. And against the right-hander Jakub Vojak, the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Vojak in the tournament has only had 2 at-bats. He's gotten into 2 games. This is his first start. He is 0 for 1. He's also walked. That pitch is a strike. Correction, he's only 0 for 1. He has not walked. He's had 1 at-bat. He's gotten 2 appearances in the games. And Schuler is set. Here it comes. Tried that breaking ball, and it's down low. Jakub Vojak from Aros Ostrava. He is 33 years of age. Right-hand hitter, and the pitch is swung on and missed over the top. Now the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Germany getting 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. In a very strange inning for Radim Krost and Team Czech Republic. And they executed 3 very good bunts. One that was not so good as that pitch is inside, but it turned into a fielder's choice. Max Bolt walked to start the inning, and then Mike Emke tried to bunt him. Actually, Emke got a bunt base hit, and then it was Arns' bunt who went straight back to Krost. Krost tried to go to third to get the out, but his throw was not in time. Ball fouled away, still 3-2. So that was the fielder's choice. And then Luke Steinlein, with the bases loaded and nobody out, bunted and got it past the mound, and it was a base hit, but it also resulted in a collision between Krost, the pitcher, and Heitmar, the second baseman. Krost was shaken up for a few minutes and then returned to the mound and then gave up a sac fly after another base hit. There's another foul ball at the plate. So Germany getting 3 runs on 2 bunt singles. Jakub Vojak has fouled off a number of pitches in this at-bat. He's got a full count, 3-2. Germany 3, Czech Republic nothing. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. And the pitch to Vojak. That one hits him. He tried that slider on the inside corner and didn't quite get on top of it, and he hits Jakub Vojak. So Schuler allows the leadoff base runner here in the 3rd. And then I'll bring up Martin Červinka. Červinka in the tournament is 4 for 10. He's also got a home run and a double. Červinka currently had his best year in 2018 in the Orioles organization as he takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Červinka batted .258 with 15 home runs at AA this year for the Bowie Bay Sox. A .774 OPS. 26 years of age from Prague. Right-hand hitter, and he's got an 0-1 count. And the pitch from Schuler. A broken bat, a little flare to the right side. Bolt fields it, and he throws to second. And they just got him. That was a risky play by Max Bolt because it was a very close play at second base. But Bolt to Alex Schmidt for the putout. Excuse me, that was Bolt to Nadir Latifi for the putout. So it goes 3-6, and they cut down the lead runner, Vojak. That was a good play by Max. Take a look at this on the replay. The pitch is inside and shattered the bat. And boy, they actually had a chance for a double play because Červinka didn't realize the ball went into fair territory. And he wasn't running right away, but he makes it to first base. So Červinka now the runner at first for Jakub Heitmar, the number 9 hitter in the order. And the pitch from Schuler is a little bit low and inside, ball 1. Heitmar, 2 for 11 in the tournament. He's played in 3 of the 4 games. 31 years of age from Bruno. The pitch is a little blooper on the infield. Schmidt lets it drop. He flips it to Latifi for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Not a bad idea because Heitmar wasn't running right away. And Schmidt saw that, so he decided to let it hit the dirt first. If you touch the ball and then let it drop, that would be an illegal catch or a legal drop. But Schmidt let it fall in front of him. And they get the second out. via a 4-6 force. And now Heitmar reaches via fielder's choice. And for the top of the order, Martin Schneider. Schneider grounded out his first time. He's 0 for 1. And the pitch is a ball. 3-0 Germany leading. We are in the top of the third. Martin Schneider, a hitter. He's got power. And the pitch. That's outside and low. The count 2 balls and no strikes. Heitmar on first base is a faster base runner than the 2 previous occupants of that position. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. Looked like an off-speed pitch down and in, and Schneider swinging over the top of it. Two balls and 1 strike. Schuler trying to pitch a scoreless third inning here and send Team Germany back to the dugout to get a chance to hit. Heitmar on first, a short lead not going. The pitch is high, and the count 3 balls and a strike. Schuler, it also should be pointed out, is normally used as a reliever during the course of the year, so for him to stretch out and pitch beyond 2 innings is not so common. Of course, that's the case often with a lot of pitchers in these tournaments here in Europe, especially those that are in affiliated ball. And this one is ball 4, and it goes to the screen. Heitmar takes off for second, and he rounds, but he will stop there as Arns went back to the screen to go get it. So it's a walk. And Matej Hema now comes up, and that's a dangerous spot. He's a guy with power representing the tying run. It's a 3-0 ball game. Told you before, Czech Republic, the problem has not been the offense. They have scored 38 runs in their first 4 games here. That's almost an average of 10 per game. So Hema, as the tying run, steps up to the plate. Runners on first and second and 2 outs. The pitch is popped up, foul. That's going to get out of play off to the right. And that is strike 1 on Hema. Matej, his first time, grounded out to the second baseman. Mentioned he's got the 2 home runs already in this tournament. As far as speed on the bases, there is not a single player in the lineup for Czech Republic that has a stolen base in this tournament. And in fact, there's only one that has attempted, and that is Jakob Heitmar. He's on second. But with 2 outs, not a running situation. There's a little squibber, slowly hit to the second baseman, Schmidt. He stays with it and makes the play to first base to end the inning. A couple of base runners, but no damage done. A hit batter and a walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left at the end of 2.5 innings of play. It's 3-0 Germany. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. 3-0 Germany leading Czech Republic here on day 5 of the Super 6 tournament. here in Hoofddorp. And for Team Germany, it's going to be 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Nadir Latifi, Simon Göring, and Max Bolt against Radim Krost. The pitch is inside on the corner, however, for a strike. Well, Krost gave up 3 runs on 2 hits. And that curveball is high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Latifi. Latifi, his first time, hit a fly ball to center field. He's 0 for 1. And you see Krost with that big stretch with the hands over the head. A little pause. And the fastball is high. 2 balls and a strike. Now Germany had a very strange rally last inning. They got a leadoff walk, then a bunt for a base hit, a bunt for a fielder's choice. There's a hard ground ball pulled foul. 2-2 the count on Latifi. Then after the bunt for the fielder's choice loaded the bases, Luke Steinlein dropped down a perfect bunt between the pitcher's mound and first base. That drove home a run. On the play, Krost collided with second baseman Heitmar, but he appears to be okay since then. Two and two on Latifi. And the curve is upstairs, 3-2. And then, after that run had scored, Alex Schmidt was at the plate with the bases loaded, and Martin Helmick put the squeeze on, and it actually backfired. And were it not for the error on Krost receiving the throw, the run would have been thrown out at home plate. Emke would have been out. There's a breaking ball lined right to Martin Schneider, the shortstop, with a little leap, and he makes the catch. 1 out. And then after that, a sacrifice fly on the same at bat from Alex Schmidt drove home the 3rd run. And that's how Germany got their 3 runs. So the hitter now, Simon Göring. Göring flied out to deep center field his first time. The wind is still blowing out here, but nowhere near what it was yesterday. But the ball is still going to carry, that's for sure. So there's Simon Göring. Right-hand hitter, and the pitch up and in, ball 1. Göring, by the way, is a long-standing member of the German national team. Spent some time in the Milwaukee Brewers organization in the early 2000s. And his pitch is in there for a strike with a breaking ball. Simon turned 35 this year on July the 14th. He signed with the Brewers in 2002. There's a breaking ball outside, 2-1, and he was the first German player from the modern Bundesliga to sign a pro contract in the USA. Remember talking about how Peter Czech was the first Czech position player to do so. Well, Simon Göring was the first German from the modern incarnation of the Bundesliga, which dates back to 1990. There's a pop-up, foul territory on the right side. Unetz has room, and he puts it away for out number 2. And that'll bring up Max Bolt. So Krost has seemingly not felt any effects from that collision with his second baseman Heitmar. As you see, the pitch was a fastball running in on the hands of Göring, and he got under it and popped it up. Easy play for Unetz. So now Bolt walked and started all that craziness, and he pops one foul behind the plate out of play, strike 1. It's 3-0 Germany. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Over on the other field, Spain and Italy are doing battle, and right now Italy leading 4-2. That game in the 3rd inning. There's the pitch to Bolt. It's low and goes to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, Italy has been just crushing opponents. They have been hitting the ball out of the ballpark with reckless abandon. They had 9 home runs yesterday against this Czech team. Very good team. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Bolt way out in front. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Krost comes back. The pitch, a high fly ball right field. Malik is drifting over into the alleyway. He's under it, and he makes the catch. The Bolt flies out to end the inning. A perfect 3rd inning for Radim Krost. We will go to the 4th here in Hoofddorp. It is 3-0 Germany over Czech Republic. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back to the top of the fourth inning here in Hoofddorp. Czech Republic will come up to bat, and they will send 3, 4, and 5 to the plate. It will be Jakub Malik, Petr Čech, and Martin Moujik. And it looked for a minute like Petr Čech thought he was next to bat, and he started walking towards home plate. And then his teammate Malik said something, and he sort of laughed and turned back and went back to the on-deck circle. So Malik, who grounded to shortstop his first time, will get things started against Sven Schuler, still out there. It is 3-0 Germany as we start play here in the fourth inning. And Schuler's first pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Schuler has now thrown 46 pitches. And the next one, fastball, big chopper, left side, foul ground. Strike 1. That was Eric Brink over there trying to pick the short hop. The ball got past him, but it was about a foot to the left of that foul line. We are experiencing pleasant weather here in Hoofddorp. The sun is shining. It's a cool breeze. It's definitely a fall day, but it's a nice fall day. And the 1-1 pitch. That one is in there for strike 2. Good pitch from Sven Schuler. Here's the 1-2. And it's a breaking ball popped up and foul ground behind the plate. Arns right up against the Czech railing, and he can't quite make the catch as that ball stayed in play by about a foot. And Arns a little bit conscious of the possibility of colliding with the dugout railing. And, of course, over in the Czech territory, nobody's going to really help you over there. They don't want you to catch the ball, and that's how it works. And so it lands. It's simply a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And the 1-2. A fly ball to center field. Kotowski coming in. He's there. He makes the catch. 1 away. And that will bring up Petr Čech. Kevin Kotowski on his first move looked like he was ready to break back, and he froze for a second, but then the ball went right to him. As we take a look at the pitch, it's another fastball right in the middle, but it got in a little bit at the last second on Malik and got him off the handle of the bat just a bit. And so now Petr Čech will step up to the plate. Čech grounded to shortstop his first time. And he takes a strike, a good fastball. I mentioned that Schuler has been clocked at around 94 miles an hour with his fastball in this game. And the 22-year-old right-hander comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Čech. Breaking ball is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Čech has that open stance. 1-1. Here it comes. There's a high foul off to the left, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Schuler has still not allowed a hit in this game. He's allowed 2 base runners via a walk and a hit batter. We are here in the 4th inning. Germany leading by a score of 3-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Czech. And he lifts a fly ball towards the left field line. Steinlein is over and under it to make the catch for out number 2. Well, the first time through the lineup, Sven Schuler got exclusively ground balls, but now the last 2 hitters have both hit fly balls. And that will bring up Martin Moujik. Moujik struck out. That is the lone strikeout in the game for Schuler. As you hear a plane flying over, that's the replay of Luke Steinlein making the catch. First pitch to Moujik is swung on and missed, and he fell down, chasing that pitch that was down and in. Looked like a fastball. It was running in under his hands and couldn't get the bat through the zone, had to get his legs out of the way. 1 strike on Martin Moujik, 2 down. The pitch. And that one hit the bat. It looked like it hit the knob of the bat. So it's strike 2. And a foul ball. Look at this replay on this last pitch. Yep, just barely hit the handle on the check swing. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Martin Moujik. And Schuler wants to know what the count is. And the count is indeed no balls and 2 strikes. Schuler is set. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch, 2 down, nobody on. The pitch is fouled to the screen again. Schuler only the 2 base runners allowed. He hit Jakub Vojak on a payoff pitch to lead off last inning. And then 2 outs later, he walked Martin Schneider. But he's trying to have a 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th. 0-2, the pitch. That's low. Looks like another breaking ball. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, don't forget, next year, the European Championships will be played in Bonn and Solingen. So look for announcements about that and get your tickets. It's going to serve as an Olympic qualifier, so it's going to be a big deal. The pitch is fouled away at the plate. And home plate umpire Ken Macri walks the ball out to the mound. That gives Vinny Arns, the catcher, a little bit of time to recover from that foul ball. He was down on 1 knee after that. And umpire Macri is now asking for more balls from the bat boy. That's one of those little things an umpire will do to give the catcher an extra few seconds to catch his breath after he might have gotten pummeled by a foul ball, as Arns did on that last one. So Vinny's back down in the crouch. There's all sorts of little things that take place, especially between catcher and umpire. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Chopper on the left side down the line, foul again. So we will continue this at bat. That's a number of foul balls. If this pitch went off his foot. Oh, that's the one that went off of Vincent Arns, the previous pitch. He went down. Still 1-2. And the pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 down in the inning. Nobody on base. Infield back. They've been busy today. A lot of ground outs induced by Mr. Schuler as the right-hander comes set and is ready for the 2-2 pitch to Martin Moujik. And this one is low and away and gets away from Arns. And now Moujik having a very good at-bat. He's battling. Fouled off 3 or 4 pitches, and now he's worked it full, trying to get on base. Tomáš Junec, a hitter with power, is waiting on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on base. And Schuler is set. He takes a breath, and the pitch inside, ball 4. Very good at bat for Martin Moujik as he draws the walk. And so he's on first base. That's the 3rd base runner, 2nd via the walk against Sven Schuler. And now Tomáš Junec will step to the plate. Schuler is up at 63 pitches now. Here in the 4th inning. No activity in the German bullpen. Junec is 0 for 1. He grounded out. The pitch fouled away. Strike 1. And the big burly left-hander is ready against Krost. 0-1, runner on first. The pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Schuler, early in the game, he was throwing his fastball for strikes, and he threw a couple of called breaking balls for strikes. And he's still working well, but that at bat by Moujik made him throw about 9 or 10 pitches. There's a ground ball hit sharply, but it's fielded by the second baseman Schmidt. He feeds Latifi on the bag at second, and they get the force to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in Hoofddorp. It is Germany 3, Czech Republic 0. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-0 Germany leading Czech Republic. Radim Krost still on the mound for the Czech team, and he's going to face 5, 6, and 7 Mike Emke, Vincent Arns, and Luke Steinlein for Team Germany. And there you see Mike Emke ready for the first pitch, and it sails high, ball 1. Emke bunted for a base hit and then later scored on the error. It was he who would have been out at the plate had Krost not dropped the ball. He fouls this one down the right field line. Strike 1. Krost, by the way, now at 44 pitches after those first 2 to Mike Emke. See this hard hit line drive down the first base line, but it was well foul. 1-1 on Mike. Left-hand hitter. He's got pull power, and he pulls that one. And it's way out of here, and it's foul by about 200 feet. Strike 2. Watch this on the replay. He hit this ball at a 90-degree angle from his perspective. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count on Mike Emke. Here it comes as Krost starts the windup. And a backdoor breaking ball got him. Strike 3. Slider, it looked like, and it came back over the outer edge. First out here in the 4th. And that's going to bring up Vincent Arns. That's the second strikeout for Radim Krost. Only 1 strikeout for Sven Schuler in this ballgame, but it's been clean defensively from the German side. The 1 error was on Krost himself, trying to receive a throw in a rundown to cut down Emke at the plate back in the 2nd. Vincent Arns takes a breaking ball inside for a ball. Arns also bunted, and his was ruled a fielder's choice. He bunted it back to the mound, and Krost tried to get the out at 3rd unsuccessfully. Now the pitch. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. Malik is going back, looking up, and it is gone. Home run for Vincent Arns, and Germany leads 4-0. That ball was crushed. That's the 2nd home run for Team Germany in the tournament. And he's rounding 3rd. And he gets a nice round of applause from the German fans sitting over on the third base side here in the ballpark. Once a ball gets high up into the air, into that jet stream out in right field, it's going to go. This ball was crushed, and you see Krost's reaction. He knew. You can see the flags above the right field fence blowing straight out. That would have been gone anyway, I think. So now Luke Steinlein steps to the plate. There's one out. Nobody on base. 4-0 Germany. And the pitch to Steinlein is a breaking ball, and it's a strike. Steinlein from the Hard Disciples in Munich, and the pitch. Curved ball on the outside corner, 0-2. Steinlein actually is also used quite often as a pitcher. He's a versatile player. He's a good outfielder. Can put the bat on the ball. He can run. And as a pitcher, he won't knock the bat out of your hands, but he's got a very good curved ball and a good moving fastball. There's a ground ball to the left side. A nice sliding stop by Cervinka. He spins and throws, but his throw is low and skips off the glove of Unetz. And Steinlein is safe. We will see if they rule that a base hit or an error. It was a very nice play by Martin Cervinka. And it is an E5. So Cervinka, the hard part was fielding the ball. He gloved it to his left and then spun, and it was the throw that was errant. His throw would have been in plenty of time, as we were going to watch it one more time on the replay. It was a hard ground ball. And then after the little crow hop, he short hopped Unetz at first, and the ball gets away. So now Alex Schmidt, there goes Steinlein. The pitch is swung on and grounded to third again. No chance at second, so the throw to first. This time it's picked by Unetz to save another error from the third baseman Cervinka. Moving to second on the play is Steinlein. And so there are two down. Alex Schmidt grounds out. That was a good pick at first by Tomasz Unetz, the first baseman. And now Kevin Kotowski with 2 outs and runner at second. So Martin Helmick sending Steinlein, staying out of the double play. That would have been a tailor-made double play ball had Steinlein not been running. And so Kotowski, who grounded out his first time, steps up to the plate. Germany leading 4-0. They have 4 runs on 3 hits. And the pitch. That's a good curveball from Radim Krost, and he drops it in on the outside corner. 0-1 to Kotowski. Kotowski checking on Steinlein. The pitch. Lined foul. That one hits the VIP tent, and he's going to come down in the grandstand. Strike 2 on Kotowski. Krost trying to get his third out here in the fourth and give his team a chance to come back and score. And the pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is some stretching starting to occur in the Czech bullpen, and there's also activity in the German bullpen. It might be Inorbel Marquez warming up. I can only see the back end of somebody's delivery through the little window there. The pitch, there's a line shot, and it is caught by a leaping Jakob Heitmar at second. Nice play. He timed his leap perfectly and robs Kotowski of a base hit and saves a run for his pitcher, Radim Krost. Take another look at this one. High off-speed pitch and a nice leaping grab by Jakob Heitmar, the second baseman. Germany gets a run. They get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. At the end of 4 complete here in Hoofddorp, it is Germany 4, Czech Republic 0. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back to the 5th inning, and it's going to be a new pitcher for Team Germany, and that is the 43-year-old left-hander, originally from Cuba, Inorbel Marquez, and he's a German pitching legend. He's pitched for a long time in the Bundesliga. This year he was with Rimini in Italy, and he will pitch. He will take over in this ball game. There you see Troy Williams, along with Ruggero Baglialamani and the rest of the coaching staff for Team Germany. So Inorbel Marquez will take over. Germany leads by a score of 4-0. Sven Schuler went 4 hitless innings. No runs, 2 walks. He struck out 1 in the ball game. So the first man that Marquez will face is Jakub Wojak. It'll be Wojak, Martin Cervinka, and Jakub Heitmar, 7-8-9. And the pitch is a strike from Marquez. Marquez matched Radim Krost in that game back in 2016. Marquez actually pitched 7 innings, allowing only 3 hits and 1 run. There's a high pop-up, shallow center field. Kotowski drifting in. He's under it. And he makes the catch. And Wojak is out number 1 here in the 5th. So Martin Helmick is trying to shut this game down and give Czech Republic no chance to come back in this one. He's using his best, as you see Marquez. Marquez born December 11th, 1974, so he will turn 44 later this year. There's a swing and a miss by Cervinka, strike 1. Marquez is the only pitcher in the history of the Bundesliga in Germany to throw a perfect game. Here's the next one, and a bunt attempt. It goes foul, 0-2 on Cervinka. He pitched in the Cuban leagues before moving to the Solingen Alligators in 2004. He's also pitched for Rimini for a 4-year stint. Also came back, played in Berlin a couple of years ago, and then this year back in Italy. There's a bouncing ball left side, foul ground down the line. Still 0-2 on Martin Cervinka. Cervinka is 0-1. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. I mentioned the perfect game in Germany. Marquez threw one in May of 2008 against Bonn with 16 strikeouts. There's a one-hopper. Nope, it's caught on the fly by Max Bolt, the first baseman. He went down to a knee and grabbed that ball right before it hit the dirt. And that's the second out. That's the closest Team Czech Republic has been to a base hit in this game. That ball is maybe a foot to the right. It would be a base hit. And Jakub Heitmar will step up to the plate. There is activity in both bullpens right now. Heitmar also reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Officially 0-1. Now Marquez throwing that perfect game. Well, we saw a similar feat happen recently. I mentioned it yesterday. Maurice Wilhelm pitched a perfect game in relief. It was a 19-inning game last weekend in the playoffs. Here comes the first pitch to Heitmar. It's inside for a ball. In Game 4 of the Bundesliga semifinal between Bonn and Regensburg, Bonn tied the game at 2 in the bottom of the 9th, and then for the 10th inning they brought in Maurice Wilhelm to pitch. Well, he pitched 9 perfect innings. And the game was still tied after he left, as that pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on Heitmar. And so Maurice Wilhelm at least has achieved the similar feat of retiring 27 consecutive batters. But it does not count as a perfect game because the game wasn't over. And in fact, it went another inning after Wilhelm was removed. And Bonn finally won in the bottom of the 19th. Here's the pitch. It's bunted, and it's a good one, fielded by Brenke. Bare hands, throws to first, and he got him. That was a great play by Eric Brenk. It was a bunt that got past Marquez, bidding for a base hit. Brenk charged in on the bare hand and threw a strike to first to get Jakub Heitmar and squelch Czech Republic's first bid for a base hit in this game. So we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in this one. It is 4-0 Germany. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. We move to the bottom of the fifth inning here. It is Germany 4, Czech Republic nothing, and just as Germany did, so does Czech Republic. They will go to the bullpen and bring in the 24-year-old left-hander from Prague, Jan Novak. He has been with Kotlarska Prague the past couple of years. He also spent a couple of years in the Baltimore Orioles organization, 2014 and 2015. And so he is going to take over the reins. Radim Krost pitched 4 innings, and he gives up the 4 runs on only 3 hits. And he only walked 1 and struck out 2. So his day is done, and both starters are out. We are in the bullpens now, so we'll see if the ball game changes with any significance. The first batter to face Jan Novak will be Eric Brink, the top of the order. The first pitch was a strike called over the inside corner, 0-1. Brink is 0 for 2. He struck out and then he flied out. Novak peers in for the sign. Here's the 0-1. And that one missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. In case you're wondering what's going on over the other field, Italy 5, Spain 2. That's in the 4th inning. And the 1-1 pitch is low. 2-1. Italy lost to Netherlands. And Netherlands and Spain will complete their game later today. Next pitch to Brink inside. He has to spin out of the way. 3-1. There are some concerns for the weather tomorrow. The weather forecast is horrendous for tomorrow, and the championship game is supposed to be played tomorrow. But they may have to make some decisions as of what to do. We already had 1 game postponed from last night, so we're a little bit behind schedule as this one is fouled away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The game from last night between Spain and Netherlands was suspended after 1 inning of play, Netherlands leading 3-0. And it will be resumed at 3 p.m. today, and we'll be there for you on that one. And then Netherlands was supposed to play Belgium this evening. That's fouled to the screen. Actually, that game was supposed to be at 3, but that was pushed back to the evening because Netherlands needs to complete their game against Spain to figure out the top 2 seed in this tournament. Currently, Spain and Netherlands both undefeated. Italy has only 1 loss, and if they beat Spain, then that would mean Spain has a loss. And then if Spain were to beat Netherlands, we would have a 3-way tie, and then you're going to have to get out the calculators because there's a very complicated mathematical formula that has to do with run differential and innings played on defense. You have to take into account the shortened games for the 10-run rule and whatnot, and it's very complicated, and just trust me, you don't want to have to think about it. We'll just tell you what it is when it happens, if it comes to that. But a lot of chips still need to fall today to figure out who's going to be the champion of the inaugural Super 6 tournament here in Hoofddorp. Meanwhile, Eric Brink broke his bat. He's fouled off 3 consecutive pitches. Full count from Jan Novak. Nobody on, nobody out. We are in the 5th inning. And the pitch. Another foul ball, chopped foul. This one gets past the third base coach, Bagyalamani. And the bat boy has to go for a short run. And he's a young one. He's got energy. There's still activity in the bullpen for Team Germany. There's no activity anymore in Belgium in Czech Republic, rather, bullpen. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. There's a fly ball right field. Malik is right there. He puts it away for the out. That is the first one. So 1 down, a long battle between Brink and Jan Novak, and that will bring up Nadir Latifi. Latifi is 0 for 2. He flied to center and hit a line drive to the shortstop Martin Schneider. Germany 4, Czech Republic nothing. Czech Republic is being held hitless in this game. Sven Schuler went the first 4, and Inorbel Marquez pitched a perfect 5th inning. And Latifi looks at a breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 1. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. Latifi to be followed by Simon Göring. And Jan Novak, left-hander, has his sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. A fly ball to right center field. Matej Hema drifting over. He's under it and makes the catch. There are 2 down. A couple of flyouts for Jan Novak. And that will bring up Simon Göring. Göring today is 0 for 2. He's flied to center and then he popped out to the first baseman in foul territory his last time. The number 3 hitter and designated hitter today for Team Germany. And Jan Novak trying to have a perfect 5th inning. And the left-hander's pitch is a breaking pitch, down and in, ball 1. Germany got 3 runs in the 2nd inning on a whole bunch of bunting. This ball is popped up the right side of the infield. Jakob Heitmar is underneath it. Drifts a little bit, but the wind is not nearly as strong today as it was yesterday, and he makes the catch with ease to end the inning. 3 flyouts for Jan Novak, nothing across the board. We go to the 6th here in Hoofddorp. Germany 4, Czech Republic nothing. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning. My name is Tim Collins. Glad you're with us here along the ride for the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC. And we are back with you live here from Hoofddorp, a lovely sports complex just outside of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And Germany is leading Czech Republic by a score of 4-0. And Inorbel Marquez deals the first pitch outside to Martin Schneider. Schneider, the top of the order, to be followed by Matej Hema and Jakub Malik. And the 1-0 is high, ball 2, 2-0. Germany scored 3 runs in the 2nd inning, and then in the top of the 3rd, Czech Republic had 2 base runners on for Matej Hema, who was up there representing the tying run. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, Schmidt. Fields it and throws to first in time. One away. Anyway, Matej Hema came to the plate with 2 on and 2 outs in the third inning, representing the tying run, and he grounded out. And that's the best chance that Czech Republic has had to score. In fact, they do not have a hit in this ball game. They were held hitless for 4 innings by Sven Schuler. As Hema swings and misses. Schuler pitched 4 innings, no hits, only 2 walks, and he had 1 strikeout. He did throw 66 pitches. And Marquez trying to pick things up where he left off, as that pitch is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Hema. Taking another look at that play from Alexander Schmidt on Schneider, the last batter. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hema. That's tapped foul, a little off-speed pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The German pitching is working well today. Sven Schuler and Inorbel Marquez. Remember, coming into the game, Czech Republic had scored 38 runs in the 4 games previous. There's a line drive. That is a base hit into left field for Matej Hema. It's fielded by Steinlein, and he gets it back into the infield. So there's the first base hit for Team Czech Republic. And that will bring up Jakub Malik. And so now the Czech fans, of course, going to hope that that starts a rally. Jakub Malik is 0 for 2. He grounded out and flied out. Yesterday in the game versus Italy, he had a very good day. He was actually 3 for 3 with 5 runs batted in, including a grand slam home run. Right-hand hitter with power. Marquez deals, and it is up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So now no runs on 1 hit and 2 errors for Czech Republic. 4 runs on only 3 hits. No errors for Germany. Very strange scoreline. There's a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Malik was out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to him. Infield back there looking for a double play. And the pitch, a pop-up, a mile high. Max Bolt, the first baseman, is being called off by Schmidt, the second baseman, who makes the catch. And that's the second out. That ball went straight up and miraculously came relatively straight back down. Everything hit in the air this week has been an adventure. Today is the most normal weather-wise of all the days that we've had this week. And so 2 down for Petr Cech. Cech will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 2, grounded out and flied out. And he swings and drives a fly ball to the alleyway in left center field, and that ball lands on the warning track. It is recovered by Steinlein. They're going to wave Hema around third, and he will score. It's an RBI double for Petr Cech. And the Czech Republic are on the board. It is now 4-1. That was a booming fly ball hit the other way, directly between the outfielders Katowski and Steinlein. The ball landed on the warning track, and it was Steinlein who eventually retrieved it and fired it back in. And with 2 outs, Hema doesn't have to worry about if the ball's going to be caught or not. He scores all the way from first base. Looked like a little breaking ball away. A good piece of hitting by Petr Cech. And there you see Hema circling the bases, and a wise decision by the shortstop Nadir Latifi not to throw the ball home. Meanwhile, Martin Helmick is on the mound to have a chat with Marquez, and he's going to leave Marquez in the ball game. So the veteran Inorbel Marquez staring out to the outfield right now. And he's going to turn around in a minute and face Martin Moujik. So it's now a 4-1 ball game. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Right-handed hitter Martin Moujik has struck out and walked. He is officially 0 for 1. Runner on second base, Petr Cech, not with great speed, but the pitch on the way, and the bunt is popped foul behind the plate all the way to the screen. 0-1. Well, Germany scored 3 runs in the second inning thanks to 3 bunts and a sac fly. And then they scored another run on the home run off the bat of Vincent Arns in the 4th. That's been their entirety of their offense, as you see one of the grounds crew racing off into the distance. That pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Peter Czech on second base. There are 2 outs in the inning. Marquez looking for that third one. 1-1 on Martin Moujik. And he lines one into center field. That's a base hit. Czech is being waved around, and he's going to score easily without a throw. As that ball nearly came to a stop in front of Kevin Kotowski. It was weakly hit, but it had enough to get through the infield. And now Czech Republic have cut the lead in half. It is 4-2. And now the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Tomáš Juněc. And there's a lot of stirring around in the bullpen for Team Germany. Take another look at that pitch. It was in the middle of the plate, not hit all that hard, and you see Kotowski was playing pretty deep, and he had to charge in quite a long way to get that ball, and no chance. By the time he got it, Peter Czech was already halfway between third and home. So Moujik on first, and we have a pinch hitter now. It is Daniel Vavrusha is going to pinch hit for Juněc, and he looks at a strike. So Vavrusha, right-hand hitter. And the pitch is low, blocked by Arns. Good stop by him. Vavrusha, the older of the 2 Vavrusha brothers who are on the team. He's 27 years old. Played with Kotlarska Prague. And he's got a 1 ball and 1 strike count. Juněc, while he was in there, had been 0 for 2. So Martin Moujik is now on first base. Vavrusha, the tying run at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marquez trying to get that third out of the inning. Moujik extends his lead a little bit, but it's still a very small one, being held on by Max Bolt. The 1-2, and the pitch is low. 2-2. Moujik that time faked. He started running towards second and then stopped. Now you see Mike Griffin giving the signs down the third base line. In fact, he is way down the third base line. Doesn't want to get hit by a line drive. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Inside, and what a block by the catcher, Vincent Arns. That pitch was a breaking ball thrown in the direction of Vavrusha's back foot, and Arns had to slink way to his left, and he somehow picked it cleanly. And Marquez throws the ball out. He wants a new one. Well, that saved a wild pitch for sure. The count, meanwhile, is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Marquez had an uneventful 5th inning, but this one has given up 3 hits and 2 runs. And a throw to first base to check on the runner. He is back. Vavrusha at the plate. He fouls one down the right field line. Just barely foul. The runner was going. And that ball landed. Boy, that was a much closer fly ball than I originally thought. It was lifted down the right field line and landed just to the right of that foul line. That would have been a run and an extra base for Vavrusha, but instead it's a foul ball. Take another look at this on the replay. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to curl way off to the right, and then you see it's being chased by Mike Emke, and it just barely landed on the other side of the line. So a break for Germany on that one. Vavrusha is the tying run at the plate. Moujik on first. He will be going again. The pitch swung on and missed. The pitch was in the dirt, dug out by Arns. He tosses to the first baseman Bolt, and the inning is over. A big pitch executed by Inorbel Marquez to get the strikeout. But Czech Republic gets 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Hoofddorp. Germany 4, Czech Republic 2. This is the 2016, I said it again, folks. It's the Super 6 tournament of 2018 presented by the WBSC on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. Czech Republic has scratched out a couple of runs, and the score is now 4-2 in favor of Germany. Both teams with only 3 hits. Czech Republic with 2 errors. And for Germany, it will be 4, 5, and 6. Max Bolt, Mike Emke, and Vincent Arns coming up to the plate against Jan Novak. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Novak had a perfect 5th inning. He came on in relief of Radim Krost, who went 4, gave up 3 hits and 4 runs. This ball is popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Czech giving it a look, and it is just over the other side in the first row. That's strike 2. Nothing in 2 on Max Bolt, who has walked and scored a run, and then he flied out. He's 0 for 1 officially. Germany with 4 runs on their 3 hits. 2 of their hits are bunts. That pitch is outside. Vincent Arns hit a home run. That's the other hit. 1 and 2 on Max Bolt. And the left-hander Novak deals. Breaking ball, this one is fouled away. The count's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. The infield is playing straight away as you see this breaking pitch. That's in a very hittable zone, but Bolt wasn't really looking to pull. He just sort of fought it off. This one fouled away again. That was a fastball that was up. Bolt is a difficult guy to strike out. He puts the ball in play. He tries to keep the bat in the zone as long as possible. And he hits the ball to all fields. And the pitch on the way. This ball is grounded between third and short. Diving play by Cervinka. He spins and throws and gets him. Nice play by Martin Cervinka. He did that once earlier but didn't execute the throw. Well, this time he fired a seed over to the first baseman. As you see him lay out, and excellent throw by Martin Cervinka, 5-3 on the putout, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Mike Emke. Emke is 1 for 2. He reached on a bunt base hit and then later scored on an error, and then he was caught looking on strikes. He hit a home run yesterday against Belgium. And the first pitch, breaking ball from Novak, in for a strike. That was a good pitch from Jan. The Czech Republic has pitched a good ball game. It was that odd 2nd inning. There's a breaking ball, and it hit the bat and was fouled away. That's strike 2. It was a Czech swing, but the ball just tipped the bat of Mike Emke, and a little frustrated smile for him. That pitch was probably going to be called a strike anyhow. Nothing in 2. There's 1 out. Novak has retired the first 4 batters he's faced. And the 0-2. A broken bat fly ball to shallow right field, and this is going to drop for a base hit. Emke will take it. even though it's going to cost him a piece of lumber. Take a look at this pitch. The catcher was set up outside. The fastball came back in, but it got in far enough on the hands of Emke, and it jammed him, breaking his bat, and it drops in front of Malik, the right fielder. So a one-out single, and now Vincent Arns is going to turn around and bat right-handed. Arns homered in his last at bat from the left side. He also reached on a fielder's choice. He's scored 2 runs in this game. Looking down for the signs from Ruggiero Bagialamani, giving them in the third base coach's box. Let's see if Emke is going to do any running. So far, not on that pitch, and the first one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 to Vincent Arns. Big hole on the right side as the second baseman Heitmar is shading him up the middle. And Emke gets back to first base on the pickoff attempt. And the pitch on the way. That's slapped foul to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just got a piece of it, nicked it. And the ball goes up to the net. The park here in Hoofddorp has great sight lines no matter where you're sitting. The net is also a thin and very strong material, but it doesn't really block the view very much. So it's a really pleasant place to watch a ball game. There's another check on the runner at first, Emke. He's back. They have grandstands that extend beyond the brick concourse here, down the left field line and the right field line, with also the capability to expand even further. There's a lot of room in the outfield for extra seats that could be built. Here's the pitch. Big chopper over the mound. It is gloved by Schneider. He steps on second, the throw to first, and that's a double play. The inning is over as Arns grounds into a 6-6-3 double play. And Germany is turned away in the bottom of the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. Germany leads Czech Republic by the score of 4-2. This is the 2018 Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC live on baseballsoftball.tv. Back for the 7th inning here in Hoofddorp. My name is Tim Collins, and this is Germany versus the Czech Republic. Germany leading by a score of 4-2. Inorbel Marquez, who gave up 2 runs on 3 hits last inning, is going to go out and start a 3rd inning of work. The activity in the German bullpen has stopped, although there were people warming up before. And there is some stirring around in the Czech bullpen as well. But things seemingly under control for both relievers. Marquez came on in the 5th in relief of Sven Schuler. Schuler went 4 hitless innings, walked 2 and struck out 1. And so now Marquez starting his 3rd inning of work. He's going to deal with the bottom of the order, Jakub Vojak, Martin Červinka, and Jakub Heitmar. And Vojak, a right-hand hitter, steps up. The first pitch is high for ball 1. Vojak was hit by a pitch and then flied out, so he's officially 0 for 1. That was against, well, the hit batter was against Schuler. His first at-bat was against Marquez. He was the first man Marquez faced, rather, as he looks at a strike. 1-1 on Vojak. And that pitch misses low and outside, 2-1. Now the sun has gone away for the moment, but it's still relatively clear in terms of rain in the area. There's a good pitch down and in, swung on and missed. It's cloudy, but does not look like it's about to storm here or anything. It's just a typical fall day here in the Netherlands. The pitch, this one is rolled foul off the leg of Moujik, and he goes down at home plate. A little bit slow to get up. Now that hurts. Well, he's trying to stand up as quickly as possible. Looked like that ball, well, we'll see where it hit him. Right on his shin. Well, that's a painful place to take a foul ball, and it rolled all the way out to the mound. Now he's got a 2-2 count, leading off the 7th inning here, trying to create a rally and see if Czech Republic can come back in this game. The pitch is up and in. Now the full count. And the activity has started again in the German bullpen. A right-hander is warming up. Full count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4, a leadoff walk. And Moujik is on. He's been on twice now, once via the hit by pitch and now via a walk. Although that painful foul ball in between, you can still see he's still feeling the effects of that. And now Martin Červinka. Červinka at the plate is over 2, but he made a great play in the 5th inning. Excuse me, though, that was last inning against Max Bolt. He robbed Max Bolt of a base hit. And we're going to have a pinch runner as Moujik, writhing in pain, is going to come out of the game. So I can't see who the pinch runner at first base is. We'll wait for an announcement. It's Peter Zima, and the pitch was a ball to Červinka. So Moujik, the designated hitter, has now been replaced by Peter Zima at first base. Červinka at the plate with a 1-ball, no strike count. Červinka is 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and then lined out to the first baseman, Bolt. And there's a ground ball over the mound fielded by Schmidt. He flips to Latifi. The throw is low, but it's scooped by Bolt, and that is a 4-6-3 double play. Nicely turned, and a good pick on the back end by Max Bolt. And so, Czech Republic turns the double play last half inning, and so now Germany returns the favor here. The ball was hit very slowly, and Schmidt probably could have taken it himself. Latifi's throw was low, but scooped nicely by Bolt, and the Team Germany gets the double play, so 2 outs and nobody on base. Number 9 hitter is Jakob Heitmar. He'll come up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice. And he was robbed of a base hit by Eric Brink, who had to charge and barehand his bunt attempt, and he threw off balance and executed it perfectly. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1 the count now. Heitmar with a big cut at that one. So Marquez trying to recover from that leadoff walk and get through this 7th inning unscathed. 1-1. That pitch is inside off the glove of Arns. Arns looked like he might have been crossed up a little bit by that one, but he does not go out to talk about it. Speaking of which, the rules concerning mound visits, they will mimic the major leagues starting next year. That's the general practice with everything that has nothing to do with replay. So, for example, this year, 4-pitch intentional walks are no longer a thing. You just point to first base. And so 1 year after MLB implements it, that's generally the rule that the rest of the baseball world follows. Of course, they don't have the replay capabilities here. But next year, there's going to be a limit on mound visits. There's a chopper to the second baseman, Schmidt. He backs up on it and throws to first in plenty of time to get Heitmar. And after the walk and the double play, Czech Republic goes down 1-2-3. There runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It is time to stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Hoofddorp. Germany 4, Czech Republic 2. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. Germany 4, Czech Republic 2, and leading off against Jan Novak, the left-hander, will be the left fielder Lucas Steinlein. 7, 8, and 9 in the order. And Steinlein looks at a strike. Failed to mention a couple of innings ago, Daniel Vavrusha is the new first baseman. He pinch hit for Tomáš Junec back in the 6th. And the pitch to Steinlein is ball outside. Steinlein got an RBI single on a bunt with the bases loaded in the 2nd inning, so he's 1 for 2. He otherwise reached on an error from the 3rd baseman, so he's been on base twice, credited with a hit one of those 2 times, and now he lines one to left field, and it hangs up long enough for Moujik to run in and catch it from a knee. That ball was smacked by Steinlein. I think it had a little bit of top spin. It was sinking, and Martin Moujik, the left fielder, didn't have much time to react. He took about 3 steps in and to his left and dropped to his knee to catch it about a foot above the grass. So a line drive to left field for the first out. Take another look at this on the replay. Hit very hard, and Moujik falling to his chest to make that play. And now the first pitch to Schmidt. It was a breaking ball in for a strike. Alex Schmidt is 0 for 1. He hit a sacrifice fly to drive in a run in the 2nd inning. That was the 3rd of Germany's 4 runs. There's a foul ball out of play, 0-2. So Martin Moujik in left field has had a couple of hot shots hit right at him. That was the most difficult one. 0-2 on Alexander Schmidt. 1 out. We are in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a ground ball to deep short. Schneider to his right. Field sets, throws, and got him at first. 2 down. That was a good play by Martin Schneider. Instead of trying to backhand it, he actually shuffled and got in front of the ball and set his feet. Fired a little bit low, but a nice play on the receiving end by Vavrusha, the first baseman. So 2 down, nobody on for Kevin Kutowski. Meanwhile, on the other field, Italy 8, Spain 2. 8-3 now. Apparently it just changed within the last 3 seconds that I looked at it. Kevin Kutowski squares to bunt, and he bunts it foul backwards. 0-1. 2 home runs for Andrew Maggi in that game, plus another one for Robel Garcia and Giuseppe Mazzanti. So Italy, who hit 9 home runs in the game yesterday, they've got 4 more today. They have more home runs. They have more home runs than Germany has runs in the 4 tournaments. There's the pitch. That's a curve on the outside corner to Kutowski. That's probably an unfair comparison to make. Italy's roster is riddled with some former major leaguers and a lot of current minor leaguers, and pitches high to Kutowski. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is, meanwhile, activity in the bullpen for Team Germany, so I think we might see a new pitcher in the 8th inning. The pitch to Kutowski. That's low and outside. Even count now, 2-2. Kutowski is 0 for 2. He grounded out, and then he lined out to the 2nd baseman, Heitmar, who made a nice leaping grab, timed his leap perfectly. Left-hander Jan Novak has been great since coming in. He's only allowed 1 base runner, and that base runner was subsequently erased on the double play. There's a big chopper, slowly hit towards the charging 2nd baseman Heitmar, who gloves and throws on the run. Vavrusha was able to keep his foot on the bag as the throw took him to the outfield side of first, and he had to really stretch to get it, but he completes the play, and the putout goes 4-3. A perfect inning for Jan Novak here in the 7th, and we will go to the 8th. It is Germany 4, Czech Republic 2. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back. It's the top of the 8th inning here in Hoofddorp, the Super 6 tournament, and Germany leading Czech Republic by a score of 4-2, and they have indeed gone to the bullpen. And it's the currently 22-year-old right-hander. Excuse me, he just turned 23 3 days ago. And his first pitch is upstairs. Daniel Teben, that's his name. He's a member of the Untouchables Paderborn. He spent a couple of years in the Seattle Mariners organization in 2012 to 2014. And he misses inside for ball 2. The leadoff hitter, Martin Schneider, is at the plate. It's the top of the order for the Czech Republic as they have 6 outs left to try to pull out a victory in this one. Teben, 2-0, and he spins a breaking ball on the inside corner, 2-1. A good pitch on the inside corner. So Schneider is 0 for 2. He grounded out in the first, walked in the third, and then grounded out again in the 6th. 2-1 the count to him. The pitch, breaking ball. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire, Cuauhtemoc Suarez. So 3 balls and a strike now. And Teben's job is to try to close this thing out. Germany winless in their first 4. They have a lead here. They need 6 more outs. And that ball is drilled to deep left field, but it is foul down the line. 3-2 now the count to Martin Schneider. Teben, in his career in the Mariners organization in rookie ball, had an ERA of around 4. But he gained experience. He's been in the Bundesliga since then. Here's the 3-2. Curveball, and it's tapped foul. Schneider was reaching for that pitch. He was way out in front of it. After Schneider, Matej Hema and Jakub Malik. The Czech Republic looking to put some more runs up on the board. They have scored a lot of runs. In fact, the lowest run total, as Schneider takes ball 4, the lowest run total that they've had in this tournament was the 7-6 loss to the Netherlands back on Tuesday, the opening day of the tournament. So this 2-run on 3-hit performance against German pitching is likely a testament to the quality of Sven Schuler and Marquez thus far in the game. The Czech Republic is a good hitting team. Matej Hema now representing the tying run. And the pitch is ripped, and that is a base hit down the left field line towards the corner, headed to third base. Martin Schneider, the throw from Steinlein goes to second, and Matej Hema dives in safely, and the tying runs are in scoring position with nobody out here in the 8th inning. And he hit a little looping liner. It looked like he might have gotten it off the end of the bat. It was not hit all that hard, but it was over the leaping third baseman Brink. And it landed on the grass just to the right of the foul line in fair territory. Steinlein wisely threw the ball to second base. And the throw was fairly close, but Hema got the hand in there easily just ahead of the tag. So now Daniel Teben immediately in a jam. Germany is going to play the corner infielders in. Up the middle, they will give up a run. Time is called for the moment because the second baseman, Alex Schmidt, needs to tuck in his shirt. He might have ripped his belt. So we're waiting for him to be ready. Daniel Teben giving up a walk to Martin Schneider, and now Matej Hema with a double. And Czech Republic with the tying runs in scoring position with nobody out. And the hitter, Jakub Malik, a hitter with a lot of power. Remember that wind blowing out. Here's the pitch from Teben, and the breaking ball is inside, ball 1. Excuse me, is on the inside corner. Malik stands very close to the plate. And Teben spinning that one on the inner half. That's a dangerous place to put the pitch sometimes. Schneider at third, Hema at second. Good speed. And the 1-strike pitch And he tried the same one again. This one missed inside in the count 1-1. Well, a big spot for Teben and Jakub Malik. 4-2 lead for Germany, but nobody out. Runners on second and third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Another breaking ball, third consecutive one. And Malik was a little over anxious, swung over the top of that one. This one Teben got down and away. That's probably the spot he was trying to throw the previous two. You got to be careful. You want to make sure if you miss with that, you miss down in the dirt and not out over the plate where Malik can get to it. Teben is ahead 1-2. Here it comes. And he tried the same one again, and it was high. The count is now 2-2. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. We're in the 8th inning. 4-2 Germany. Jakub Malik at the plate against Daniel Teben. And the right-hander's 2-2. That one is low in the dirt. Another breaking ball. Good block by Arns, the catcher. And the count full, 3-2. Doesn't get any easier with Peter Czech on deck. However, a walk would at least induce a force out, or a force play rather. It would set up a force play. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners on second and third. Jakub Malik awaiting the pitch from Daniel Teben, who comes set. Here it comes. That's pulled foul, lined over off the tarp. Nothing but breaking balls from Teben against Malik so far. Take another look at this last pitch. Overhand curveball. 3-2. And that ball is hit high in the air to deep center field. Kotovsky is back. He's shy of the warning track, backpedaling, makes the catch. Both runners will tag in advance. It's a sacrifice fly to drive home a run. The score is now 4-3, and the tying run is now 90 feet away on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Jakub Malik. And he just missed hitting a 3-run home run. So give him a run batted in. And so now the score 4-3. Peter Czech, the hitter, and Martin Helmick is out of the dugout. And we'll see what he is going to do. If he's going to possibly elect to walk Peter Czech and try to get a ground ball off the bat of Martin Moujik. Czech, a left-hand hitter. He has doubled in 3 trips today, including a very deep double. And in fact, Helmick is going to take the ball from Teben. So Teben is coming out of the game. And we will have a pitching change. In an important situation, the bullpen door opens. And a new pitcher coming on for Team Germany. We'll take a short break. It is 4-3 Germany, 1 out. The tying run on third base for the Czech Republic here in the 8th inning. And we'll be right back. All right, we are back. And just so you know, folks, the score bug on the top corner of your screen is incorrect. The score is 4-3. Czech Republic has scored a run here. The tying run is on third base. And the new pitcher is the 19-year-old Berlin native Nicholas Rimmel. Rimmel with the Minnesota Twins organization in the minor leagues. This year, he had a 3.86 ERA in only 14 innings. In 21 hits, 6 earned runs. He walked 3 and struck out 6. That was it, rookie ball for the Minnesota Twins. So now he's going to face Petr Cech. The tying run is at third in the person of Matej Hema. Infield is in, and Rimmel's first pitch is hit in the air to deep left center field. Steinlein is back, and he makes the catch. Hema tags, and he will score, and this ball game is tied. Four to four, as Petr Cech, swinging away at the first pitch, looked for something he could hit to the outfield, and he did so. Fastball down and away, and all he does is drop the bat head on it. Steinlein making the catch shy of the warning track. No chance to throw out Hema at the plate. So now the bases are empty. The game is tied. Those 2 runs are, of course, charged to Daniel Tieben, and the first pitch is low to Martin Moujik. So Tieben faces 3 batters and gives up 2 runs. And that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Martin Moujik. Moujik today is 1 for 2. He's walked and singled. He also drove in a run with that base hit in the 6th inning. And Rimmel's pitch swung on and missed. 1-2. So we have a 4-4 game. Just like it was 2 years ago, that game was tied. Well, it was scoreless until the 8th inning. And now this one pulled back even, 4-4. And this one is down and out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This ball game was started by Sven Schuler for Germany and Radim Krost for the Czech Republic. And the bullpens took over in the 5th inning. Moujik with a big cut, fouls it back. For Germany, Inorbel Marquez pitched 3 innings and gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Tieben pitches 1/3 of an inning and gives up 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 runs on 1 hit. He did walk a batter. And now Rimmel trying to finish off the frame, the curveball, and that's a little bit high. You can see Moujik was really laying into the delivery, and he was fooled by the speed of the pitch, and he let it go by, and it was up. So the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. And the pitch on the way. A slow ground ball to Eric Brank, who charges from the infield grass and throws across to get Moujik at first. Good play by Brank to end the inning, but Czech Republic scores 2 on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We are tied at 4. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here in Hoofddorp. This is the Super 6, presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. The ball game tied at 4 in the top of the order for Germany. Eric Brink, Nadir Latifi, and Simon Göring against Jan Novak. And the pitch to Brink is a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Brink today is 0 for 3. He's struck out and flied out twice. And that curveball misses outside. Novak has been great since coming on in the 5th. He has faced the minimum. He allowed only a single to Mike Emke, who was then immediately erased on the double play. There's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Brink now with a 1-2 count. He has not struck out anyone, inducing weak contact, and defensively, Czech Republic has been solid despite the 2 errors on the scoreboard. One was a throwing error by the third baseman, Cervinka. There's a liner down the right field line, but it slices foul and bounces out of the ballpark. Still 1-2 on Brink. The other error was on Radim Krost. That was in the 2nd inning. Germany scored 3 runs on a very strange rally. A leadoff walk, and then a bunt single, a bunt fielder's choice, and then a bases-loaded bunt base hit. There's a pop-up right side. Backing up onto the outfield grass, the second baseman Heitmar makes the catch, and there's the first out here in the 8th inning. Nadir Latifi will be the next man to bat. Latifi is 0 for 3. He flied out, lined out, and then flied out again, twice to the center fielder, Matej Hema. And the pitch on the way from Novak. There's that breaking ball. It's high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Radim Krost, for his part, really battled through the first 4 innings. He just had the 1 rough inning in which he gave up 3 runs. There's a foul off to the right. Only 2 of the runs are earned that Krost gave up. One ball, 1 strike on Nadir Latifi, and the pitch. High fly ball, right center field. This is sending Hema and Malik chasing it. Hema is underneath it in the alleyway, and he makes the catch. That ball almost got up into the wind, but Hema runs it down shy of the warning track in right center field for the 2nd out. So yeah, off the bat, it looks like a pop-up, and watch where Hema has to go to get this ball. You see the flags in the distance. He was there, or at least he thought he was there, and then he had to backpedal a few more steps. Simon Göring now the hitter. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Ball 1. Simon today is 0 for 3. And he drives one to right center field. This is a long run, and it is gone, a home run. Simon Göring drives it over the right center field fence, and Germany retakes the lead 5-4 on an opposite field shot. The 2nd home run of the day for Team Germany. And that was well hit, and he got it up into that jet stream. And the right fielder Malik was chasing after it, and it disappeared over the fence just over that white advertisement. And Göring collecting the high fives. Germany with a 5-4 lead. And that takes the load off of Daniel Thieben's shoulders. So now Max Bolt steps up to the plate. And he hits a ground ball to the left side, fielded by Cervinka. He fields and throws across in time, but a 2-out 8th inning home run off the bat of Simon Göring. And now Germany is 3 outs away from a victory if they can retire the side in the top of the 9th. It's Germany 5, Czech Republic 4. This is the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC, live on baseballsoftball.tv as you see the replay of the home run one more time. We'll be right back for the 9th inning. Welcome back. It is the top of the 9th inning here in Hoofddorp. Germany 5, Czech Republic 4. Nicholas Rimmel now trying to get the win in this game. And he's going to deal with Daniel Vavrusha. And the first pitch is low. It is 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Team Czech Republic. A 2-out, 8th inning home run off the bat of Simon Göring, giving Germany the lead after Czech Republic tied the game in the top of the 8th inning. Vavrusha takes a strike call to the knees, 1-1. So Nicholas Rimmel would be in line to get the win. This is not a safe situation because he was the pitcher of record. And Jan Novak, if the score holds, would get a tough luck loss. He actually pitched wonderfully other than a home run. There's a ground ball to third, fielded by Brenk. He throws across in time. There's one away. And that will bring up Peter Zima. Peter Zima pinch ran for Jakub Vojak. Remember, Vojak fouled the ball off his shin before walking in the 7th inning, and then Zima came in to run for him. So Peter gets his first at-bat today against Nicholas Rimmel, and the first pitch, strike called on the inside corner. So Germany 2 outs away from their first win of the tournament. Trying to go home on a high note. Czech Republic would fall to 1-5. This is a breaking pitch inside. Excuse me, run. Czech Republic is 1-3, so Germany 0-4 trying to get to 1-4. Czech Republic would be 1-4 if the score holds. But it's only 1 out. It's only 1-run lead. There's a swing and a foul to the screen. 1-2 on Peter Zima. Waiting on deck is Martin Červinka. There's the 1-2. Popped off into foul territory, off to the right, out of play. That's going to get out of the ballpark. A bunch of kids go running after that one. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Germany with a 5-4 lead on the strength of a home run by their captain, Simon Göring. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Zima. Late, and he fouled that ball into the stands. That ball got past the net and rocketed into the seats right past some spectators. It did not hit anyone. Well, that's the spot where if you're sitting over there, you got to be alive for sure. And watch out for line drives coming your direction. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Peter Zima. The pitch from Rimmel. That's upstairs inside. Rimmel, by the way, is touching around 89 with his fastball. Thanks to G. Kellner for the info. He was down there sitting behind the scouts with the radar gun. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. He got him swinging. The ball was in the dirt, blocked by Arns. He retrieves it and throws to first. 2 down. And Czech Republic down to their final out. It will be Martin Červinka to step to the plate. Germany 1 out away from going home happy at this tournament. It had been a very frustrating week for the German national team. And so, Červinka up to the plate. Pitch was a little bit high. Ball 1 on Červinka. 2 outs in the 9th. The pitch, a chopper over the mound, charging Latifi. He gloves, and he can't find the handle, and Červinka is on. Czech Republic stays alive, and Jakub Heitmar will come to the plate. That'll be an infield base hit. It was slowly hit. Latifi was charging in and tried to glove it and throw on the run, and he juggled it momentarily, and that's when he lost the play. Červinka is on first base. That is the 5th base hit. For the Czech Republic. Only 10 hits in the game, 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Czech Republic. 5-5-0 for Germany. Germany with 2 home runs, one off the bat of Vincent Arns, another the tiebreaker in the 8th inning off the bat of Simon Göring. And so now we have a pinch hitter. Przemek Krost is going to pinch hit for Jakob Heitmar. And he looks at a strike on the first pitch. Krost has played now in 5 games. He is 4 for 10, including a home run. So he represents the go-ahead run with Chervinka on first base. Krost, a left-handed hitter with power. 1 strike to count to him. And here it comes. Swing and a miss over the top. And Germany 1 strike away. No balls, 2 strikes. Germany a strike away. There's a throw to first base. Chervinka dives back. Nicholas Rimmel trying to close it out. Sven Schuler started. Marquez went 3. Thieben a third of an inning, and Rimmel came on in the 8th inning. And now he would get the win if he can throw 1 more strike. There's another throw over to first. And meanwhile, it's a final 8-5, Italy over Spain over on the other field. We're going to have Spain versus Netherlands coming up here at 3 p.m. 0-2 on Przemek Krost. And the pitch. Fastball just missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If Germany holds on, they would overtake Czech Republic and spring into 5th place, even though the 2 teams would have the same record. All the teams, they play each other once, and that's it. The direct matchup would determine the tiebreaker. So 5th place is on the line in this game. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Przemek Krost. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nicholas Rimmel gets him with the breaking ball, and Germany wins by a score of 5-4. An entertaining, well-played ball game from both sides. Featured excellent pitching from Sven Schuler, also from Jan Novak, who will actually get the loss for Team Czech Republic. The final score, Germany 5, Czech Republic 4. Home runs in the game, Simon Göring, the winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning, and also Vincent Arns for Team Germany. And Czech Republic will exit the dugout, and the 2 teams will meet in the center of the diamond and congratulate one another on a hard-fought game. Hope you've enjoyed watching live on baseballsoftball.tv. My name is Tim Collins. I hope you've enjoyed my commentary. Don't forget, you can tune in about an hour and a half rather, at 3 p.m. We're going to have Netherlands versus Spain. That game had started last night and will be concluded. Netherlands currently leading by a score of 3-0. And that one is going to be a nail-biter for sure, as the weather is better today than it was last night. So, final score, Germany 5, Czech Republic 4. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in at 3 p.m. for the next game. This has been the Super 6 tournament presented by the WBSC live on baseballsoftball.tv.